So Devour is set in Antarctica, and to write a book that is largely set there, there are a number of ways an author can do their research. They can look at clips from the YouTube, and as I actually did, spend a lot of time looking at any video clips that the Lake Ellsworth project had on their website. But there's a limit to how much you can glean from things like that and from interviews. And what to bring such a beautiful but very alien and quite dangerous environment to life, I felt that I really need to experience it for myself, and to understand what Olivia Wolfe, who's the central character, what she would be experiencing while she's there, and to bring it to life. And it's what I call the bricks of detail. It's using those sensory things, not just visual, but taste, touch, smell, and so on, sound, to help people that read Devour be transported to that world that I'm creating. I think I've noticed recently that as I've been sort of very aware of thrillers that are out there, there are not many thrillers that are set in Antarctica. I can think of a couple years ago, like Ice Station from Matthew Riley. And I think whilst there are a lot of thrillers that tend to be set in the Arctic, I think it possibly still has something to do with the relative inaccessibility of Antarctica, how far away it is, how difficult it is to get there. Not just for scientists, but also for people like myself who want to go and do their own research there. But what I want to talk a little bit to hear from Martin now is about the degree of difficulty of his project, because of course doing a scientific project at a remote camp in Lake Ellsworth is a whole different ballgame. Over to you, Martin.
So we were trying to drill down from the ice sheet surface to a subglacial lake, Lake Ellsworth, which is through 3,000 metres of ice.
An incredible thing, a credible feat.
Yeah, it would be the first time anyone had done that. This is all new. We're going into a subglacial lake. We would be deploying a probe to sample and measure the water and the sediment, to take that back to the surface and to take the samples back to laboratories to analyse. And we needed to do the whole experiment under ultra-clean conditions for a number of reasons. Firstly, these are pristine environments that we don't want to disturb, but also the levels of chemicals and life and nutrients and things that we'll be trying to measure are likely to be quite low, we think. And so we wouldn't want to contaminate the samples and only be able to measure the things that we brought down with us. It would be completely pointless to do. So we have to use a technique called hot water drilling, and that's to take melted snow and ice, to heat it to 90 degrees centigrade, to pass it through a filter and to cast ultraviolet light onto it. Essentially you pasteurise the water, and that makes it cleaner than the glacier ice that it's melting into, so not a contamination. Okay. And to do that on the surface of the Antarctic ice sheet is extremely challenging. The air temperature is minus 20 degrees centigrade. It's hostile environment, as your book nicely describes. So challenges for us was this is the first time anyone's ever done it. The history of Antarctic drilling tells us that there's never ever been a drill in Antarctica that's worked in the field first time round.
And you developed unique quantum tubes.
Yeah, no one's ever done this type of work
No one has ever done it before.
So we were learning a lot of lessons that we were groundbreaking really with the work that we were trying to do. And really what we did was set a blueprint for the type of work that needs to happen into the future. Unfortunately for us, we didn't accomplish the things that we wanted to do. The drill, everything worked in the field, but it didn't work to the level that we needed it to do. So we could drill down a hole into the ice sheet, but we couldn't get down 3,000 metres or so. And so, really, unfortunately, we had to terminate that field season, go back to the drawing board, work out why we couldn't accomplish the things that we wanted to do, and plan for how we get it right into the future.
Thank you.